Hi, this is Peter. In this video I will show you the game between Rashid Nezhmetdinov and Frederick Kotov. This game was played in Ulaanbaatar in 1920. In this game Rashid Nezhmetdinov had white pieces and he started with e4. Black played e5, knight to f3, knight to c6, bishop to c4 Italian opening. Kotov played knight to f6, two knights defense, and Rashid Nezhmetdinov played knight to g5, going for fried liver attack. Bishop to c5 from Kotov, entering his unique style as far as I can see. Knight takes on f7, bishop takes on f2 check, and Rashid Nezhmetdinov plays king takes bishop. There's also a possibility to play king to f1 here, as we saw in the previous game, but we have king takes on f2, very brave move from Rashid. Knight takes on e4 check, king to e3, excellent move. Queen to h4, g3, knight takes on g3, h takes on g3, and queen to d4. Kotov also plays excellent moves. King to f3, d5, and now rook to h4. Rashid is keeping his cool and defending very well under the circumstances. e4 check, king to g2, castling shot, bishop to b3. Kotov played rook takes on f7, threatening queen to f2 check. This would actually be checkmate because of the bishop on c8. And one of the ways to defend is to play rook to f4, and this happened in the game. Kotov continued with bishop to f5, and we have reached the most critical position of the game from white perspective. It is white to move here. So far Rashid defended very well, but in this position he played knight to c3, and this is a blunder, believe it or not. Better was to play queen to h5, because knight to c3 allows g5, kicking the rook back. Rook to f1, perhaps rook to f2 is better move, and now Kotov spotted a very nice tactic here, bishop to g4. Queen takes on g4, rook takes on f1, queen takes on g5, king to h8, king takes on f1, rook to f8 check, and now another brilliant move from Rashid, queen to f4. Rook takes on f4, g takes on f4, queen to f6. Threat is queen takes on f4, so knight takes on d5 defense against this. But we have queen to h4, c3 defending against knight to d4, but it is black to move in this position, and black has a winning move. And the winning move is not queen to h1 check and then queen to f3 check or something like this. That would be a draw by perpetual, but we have h5 winning advantage. Rashid tried bishop to c4, queen to g3, king to e2, h4, knight to e3, h3, knight to f1, queen takes on f4, d4, queen g4 check, king d2, h2, knight takes on h2, queen to f4 check, forking two pieces, queen to d1, king to d1, sorry, queen takes on h2, b4, queen to f2, setting up the last tactic, bishop to d2, and black played knight takes on d4. Perhaps in this position Rashid could have resigned, but he decided to carry on. Couple of more moves. C takes on d4, queen to g1, in between move, bishop to e1, queen takes on d4. Now this is check, and black is winning bishop. King to b2, queen to e2 check, king to a3, queen to d3, king to b2, and e3, and we can stop here. And actually only here white resigned. Perhaps Rashid Nezhmetdinov wasn't interested in this, but actually this position can end up in a draw if black is not careful. Black has to centralize his king and immediately play c5 or a5, breaking this bind here. If he doesn't do this, this will end up in a draw, but my guess is that Rashid had enough torture for a day and he resigned the game. And the position of utmost interest is this one. In the game, Rashid played knight to c3 and this allowed g5. Better move is queen to h5, preventing g5 but allowing g6. And now if queen goes to e2, the same story, g5, and white is worse. This would be very, very difficult to defend. So queen really has only one square, queen to h6, knight to e5, setting up a very nasty threat, knight to c3, knight to f3, threatening queen g1 checkmate, knight to e2 just in time to defend, queen to e5, d4, e takes on d3, en passant, knight to c3, knight to e1 check, king to h2 and c6. And as far as material goes, this position is about equal. Perhaps white is slightly better here, but it is extremely complicated to play, and white is the one who's defending all the time. So I would really say that this position is unclear. And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next ones. Thanks for watching. Bye.